Zach Wheeler.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
All right, ready to go here. Now at the plate, Mason Wynn. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line, and that's a foul ball. 0-1 now. That one is absolutely belted. Castellanos ranges back. And it's off the out-of-town scoreboard. Into second safely. It's a leadoff double to start the game.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
Stepping in, Alec Burleson. The other way, makes the catch, and there's one gone. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And here is Wilson Contreras. Late on that fastball.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Oh, can't get out of the way of the fastball. And that's going to sting. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. Here's Nolan Arenado.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Coming home. He'll score easily, and it's an RBI single on the board. First, it's 1-0. First and second, 1 out. Nootbaar, the next to hit. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Kepler racing over to make the catch.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Line drive.
Yes.
And a base hit right there. Contreras crosses the plate. Cut off, throw to second. Not in time. He's safe. A run comes in on the play. So 2 down. Jordan Walker next up for the Cardinals. There's your strike.
0-1.
Arenado at third. S.V.G on at second with 2 down. And a foul ball. Oh, and 2 now. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Gets to it on to first. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. Bottom half of inning number 1. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
It's no surprise they call this batter a day player. He statistically performs better in these games, and he's hoping for a big performance in this one.
And Schwarber strikes out. Here's Turner now. Just missed. One out, base is empty. And that one a little below the knees. Now 2 balls and a strike. Right back to him on the mound. Over to first. And the home first moving along quickly today. 2 gone. 2 outs, base is empty. And now here is Harper. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Swing and a ground ball up the middle into the outfield. Base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going. Now the tag at second, and he's out trying for two. And the Phillies are set. Back here in Philadelphia, second inning set to go. And now the Cardinals catcher, Pedro Pajes. Wheeler in his 12th season, 34-year-old vet, and he was awarded a Gold Glove in 2023. Wheeler back to work. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Wow.
0-1's the count.
That's not even close to the zone.
And there's a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Gets a piece and stays alive.
Very dominant with that fastball inside. Hitter's going to be conscious of that. Now you have the outer half of the plate to work with out there on the mound.
Foul ball still 0-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Gets to it, on to first. Gets him. One away on a drop third strike. Victor Scott next up for the Cardinals. And first offering is fouled off. Yeah, big swing and a miss. Dave Lawrence behind the plate today. Consistent and pretty accurate with the balls and strikes.
Yeah, he's one of those guys, Spook, that just keeps the game moving. Nothing overly unique about the strike zone that he calls, and as a result, he's appreciated by both sides.
Kepler right there to make the grab. And there's two down. Mason Wynn getting ready to hit. Doubled leading off the ball game. Then came around to score the first run of the game. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. Two down, nobody on. Up the middle, Turner. Third out. Nothing doing. Back at Citizens Bank Park, Nick Castellanos at the plate now.
Right fielder, Nick Castellanos.
Bounding ball here, rolls foul. That's off the mark, and now it's even 1-1. And that skips in the dirt. Ground ball up the middle. The throw to first, and quickly one away in the second. And here comes Alec Bohm. Check swing, and he went. And that is strike one. Bohm, the third overall pick in the 2018 draft out of Wichita State. Steps on first for the out.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first two innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
Max Kepler in the box now. No balls and a strike. That's out to center field. Scott moving under it. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. Back here in Philadelphia, leading off, Alec Burleson. 0 for 1 so far. Foul ball there. And that's a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
Wilson Contreras now up to the plate. Swing and a chopper out to short. And that one finds its way through. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Here's Nolan Arenado. RBI single his last time up. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Nolan Arenado at the plate. Arenado, guy who delivers big-time power at the dish and will probably go down as one of the greatest defensive third basemen of all time. Fired to second, relay to first, double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Little chopper rolls foul. 2 outs and a runner at third. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Swing and a ball popped in the air. That's a base hit as a run scores.
Picks himself up an RBI. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Runner at first with 2 away. S.V.G next up for the Cardinals. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Nootbaar leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. But the RBI single pushes across a run. Back here, Citizens Bank Park, as we go to the last of the third. And now the veteran catcher, JT Realmuto. And that is out of play. Fetty ready to fire now. That one in the dirt, and that's ball 2. Hit softly on the ground to third. On to first.
He's out.
1 up, 1 down. This is Bryson Stott. And first offering is fouled off. 1 down, base is empty. That misses. Ball 1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Out to center. Scott hauls it in for the out. And there are 2 outs. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. That pitch in for a strike. 0-1.
0-1.
That one pushed foul. 2 outs, base is empty. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Sends it across to first. And that is the start of the 4th. And now the right fielder, Jordan Walker. Hard hit right side. Stott over to first in time. And 1 gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man.
Catcher,
Pedro Pajes next up for the Cardinals. He's 0 for 1. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. Victor Scott will hit next. Fly to left his first time. Into center. And it falls. And now two aboard. To third. Tag. Got it.
Hey, as a former center fielder, I'm feeling pretty good right now. That's an excellent job by this guy to come up throwing and deliver a strike to third base. Now, for the offense, that's a tough one to swallow because you never want to lose a runner in scoring position by making it out at third base. He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
Now a chance for Mason Wynn. Grounds one to short. Trey Turner gloves it. On the run, sends it over to first. Nicely done for the out. And we're back. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the fourth, Kyle Schwarber. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Love coming to Citizens Bank Park. Best ice cream in all of the league at the press level. It's only been around since 2004, but plenty of awesome history here already. It's the only stadium with multiple postseason no-hitters. Remember, Roy Halladay did it back in 2010, and the Houston Astros threw a combined no-no in Game 4 of the 2022 World Series.
Got him. And that's the first out.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Turner stands in now and watches strike one. A little out front there as he swings through it.
0-2 is the count.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. One down, base is empty. Strike three, and that's two in a row.
Tasked with 1, 2, and 3 to start this inning, but no trouble so far. I'm sure he'd love to strike out the side here. Make a little statement, but you got to be composed in this spot. Focus on getting this next guy. You got 2 good outs. Want to get the third one and avoid the middle of that lineup coming up with a base runner. Could become dangerous.
Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the top of the fifth. At the plate, Alec Burleson. Wheeler back to work. Swings through that one for strike one. Burleson, 26 years old, and he's usually in the outfield. Today, he's the DH.
Oh, my
Big
God.
track wall, and you can touch them all, baseball man. He sends it out of here. It's 4-0. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet.
A new pitcher in the game, Joe Ross.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Here comes Wilson Contreras. One away. So now it's Nolan Arenado. 1 for 2. He had an RBI base hit back in the first. Out to short. Turner zips it across, and they get Arenado for the out. Lars Nootbaar next up for the Cardinals. Here's a swing and a line drive and a base hit into right field. And that keeps the inning going.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
So Jay-Z now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Nootbaar off of first with 2 away.
1 ball. 2 strikes.
Squirts away a little bit. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. Back here in Philadelphia, here's Nicholas Castellanos. That one finds the zone. Strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Fought off foul.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
Grounder off the pitcher. Safe at first, and now we'll check on the right-hander. Hope he's all right. So a man aboard, and now for the Phillies, Alec Bohm.
0-1.
First pitch just misses.
That's ball 2.
Squirts away a little bit. Tag, safe at second. And good hustle to move up. That's a wild pitch. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Up the middle, Win. Fires over to first. And that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
One away with a runner at third. Last half of inning number 5. The next offering misses, and the count is 1-2. And downstairs.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
That's a tough one to swallow right there. If you're on the mound, you're ahead in the count 0-2, and you just couldn't find a way to put them away. It's going to be frustrating if that one comes back to bite him.
Real Muto batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. Runners are at the corners, 1 away. Ball 1 there.
Excellent arm action on that 2-strike changeup. Just missed. Man, he wanted that call.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Now here is Bryson Stott. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. Knee high. That's in for a strike. Next pitch is outside. Awkward swing there from the big left-handed hitter.
Off balance as well.
That missed by a lot. And the count is even, 2-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 2 aboard, 2 outs. Got him.
Yes.
Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him. Back at Citizens Bank Park. Now it's the right fielder, Jordan Walker. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. Stirring in the Phillies bullpen, Jose Alvarado preparing to come on if needed. Ruiz, the right-hander, loosening up as well. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Pedro Pajes next up for the Cardinals. Swing and a ball popped in the air, and that'll fall for a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep.
Stop. Slings to first. Now 1 gone in the top of the 6th.
That right there was a productive at bat. You know you're doing something right anytime you help move 2 runners into scoring position and give your team a chance to drive in a couple of runs.
That one ripped.
Is it gone? Is he gone?
That's bad.
Be fair, be fair, be fair, be fair, be fair. Nope, I can score.
Great catch. Both runners tagging. He's in on the sacrifice fly. And the lead is up to 5.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Hit hard but foul off to the left. There's a swing and a drop.
Boy, it's another. Yeah, that's a double
bases.
stand up.
Runner in from third to extend their lead.
Oh, damn, I have to go back. Too damn slow, but we got one run.
And
Good afternoon.
What's up, Trey?
Kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
2 outs, runner at first. Here's Contreras now. Ripped to short. Throws to first in time. That's out number. Back here in Philadelphia, here's the center fielder, Brandon Marsh. That one finds the zone. That's strike one.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come
nasty.
one
Come on, gun him.
Shrink it down smaller.
Vacuum
Pitch to
on
pitch.
three.
Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
So the lineup flips over, and Kyle Schwarber will come up. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
That one's in there. That's strike two.
You said cut like a slide. So they're saying, Got him out the front. Got him out the front
for the third time today.
Got him out the front.
Here's Trey Turner. 0 for 2 in this one. First offering, and it just misses.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he's attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
That's in there. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Can't make contact with the sweeper.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
See if I can blow one down.
Now fly ball to right center. Walker on the move to the gap. Brings it in for the 3rd out. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
All right, Singy, we've been in all the press boxes. You got best press box food.
I say press box food because of the ice cream. We have to go Philadelphia. Yeah.
Shout out to our guy Frank.
Yes. New York for me is pretty good. Yankees?
Yeah, solid.
Yeah.
On the ground to third. Boom. Throws out to first. That's the first out at the top of the 7th. Now the left fielder, Lars Nootbaar. And there's a base hit to the left.
Left field gap. We'll take that.
So a man aboard now with 1 away. Thomas S.V.G. next up for the Cardinals. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
0-1's the count.
And a foul ball. Nootbaar over at first with 1 away.
Oh!
Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into right field. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now 1 out.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Really good swing right there. You got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Coming in with Suarez.
Jose Ruiz gets the call from the pen.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Ground ball left side could be 2. Slings to second. A 1-pitch double play out of the 3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. Here's Bryce Harper. He was late there. Strike 1.
0-1.
And that's downstairs. And it's 1-1. And that drops in for a strike.
We stole one. Now we're going with the second.
And they'll do it again. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Stays alive. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. On the ground, right side, but it kicks foul.
Oh, he got him. He froze him with the speaker.
Absolutely dotted the edge of the zone right there. That was a tough battle, man. So to make a really quality pitch and just catch him looking like that, it's got to feel good out there on the mound. That was a fun at bat to watch.
Remember, you got your soap in there.
That one to first, Contreras. And he handles it himself for the out. 2 down, bases empty. And now it's Alec Bohm.
They normally have to go.
First pitch misses. That one at the knees for a strike.
1-1.
The Cardinals up big in this one. Here at the bottom of the 7th.
Oh,
Up the middle.
There you go. Oh, he got the range. Damn. That was a nasty play. He was
infield single.
Definitely a tough play right there, and he had a little trouble on the transfer. Didn't seem to be able to get the grip and get rid of it, and that made all the difference.
Kepler in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Squirts away a little bit. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
Nobody on defense feels great right now. The pitcher feels responsible for missing so far outside, and the catcher wishes he could have done more to try to stop it.
And the pitch. That's to third.
I missed that. I just missed that.
Still able to fire over.
Got him! Yes! We gunned him. Yes.
The inning is over.
Well, it's pretty difficult to throw a base runner out at the plate with 2 outs on a base hit to the outfield, but an excellent job of coming up with it, getting rid of it quickly, and throwing on the money. That is great technique from start to finish. Nice job to end the inning.
That was nasty. Wow.
Back here, Citizen.
Give me a lefty one. I don't like J.C. Review for some reason. I don't like him. But he did play his best lefty. Libra to a garbage. They need to cut him. He trash.
Bank Park, ready to begin the 8th. Here's the catcher, Pedro Pajes. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Marsh pulls that one down, and there's one down. So digging in, Victor Scott, 1 for 3.
They got some good infielders, too.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That one's carrying. And it hits the fence. Around second now, going for 3. Throw cut off, now to the plate.
Come on.
Hung up in a rundown now between third and home. They put the tag on him, and that's out number 2. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Mason Wynn. And first offering is fouled off.
That must have been a good to the
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that extends the inning.
I think that was kind of good television.
Here's the Cardinal DH, Alec Burleson. He's already homered here in this one. And that's in the dirt. Win off of first with 2 away. Swing and a ball drilled center field. Marsh under it, and that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Here's the Phillies catcher, JT Realmuto. And ball one. And the sweeper misses. Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. So up next, Bryson Stott. That one finds the zone. That's strike one.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for two.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Nobody out. Runner at first. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
Well, having such a tough time putting him away. 6 foul balls in a row. Man, what a battle.
That one the other way, and foul ball. The 1-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
I'll tell you, with pitch counts being such a big consideration in today's game, an amazing fight at the plate like this ends up being incredibly valuable. Running that pitch count up, no matter what the result ends up being, he's going to get a lot of high fives in the dugouts.
And that's way high. 2-2.
2-2 to count.
On the ground, 2 ball. The flip to second. On to first, save. So they get one, but a really nice try there. So here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. New arm on the mound for the Cardinals, John King.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
1-0.
He swings and fouls one off. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Man at first, 1 away. Grounder might be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there. Here comes Schwartz to the plate. Late swing, foul to the left. The Phillies with a lot of ground to make up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And that just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Slider got him for strike 3. 1 left for Philadelphia. Back here in Philadelphia. All set to start the 9th in this one. And here's the first baseman, Wilson Contreras. Ruiz back to work. Tosses to first. And a quick out, number 1.
Now batting, third baseman, Nolan.
Here's Nolan Arenado. Drilled out towards left center field. Going back. And that one is off the wall. Safely into second. He's got a double.
All over that one right there. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you can tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Next to hit, Lars Nootbaar. Line drive, base hit. Arenado around third. He's safe, and they're pulling away up by 7 now.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
1 at second, and it's a double play to end the inning. 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left on. 2-3-4 set to hit in the bottom of the 9th. Trey Turner now.
Shortstop, Trey Turner. Now pitching for
So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Ryan Helsley.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
The shortstop takes the ball.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Contreras makes the grab, 1 away. Here's Harper now.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
The Redbirds up big in this one. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. And that is cut on and missed. And the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. On to first, and it beats him for out number 2. That's a strikeout. So it's their last chance in this one. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Nick Castellanos.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a look.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Nobody on here in the last half of inning number 9. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
Well, we saw complete domination in this one. The offense exploded for a blowout, and then the pitching staff nails, locked down the opponent. This team did everything right today.
This one ends.
Do this thing. With no runs, 7 Ks, 5 hits, he did this thing that he got 40 at bats, 19 hits, 7 RBIs, and he struck out 4 times. He did one. Very steady, 7 Ks, no runs, 5 hits, bullpen lights out. He did 50. They hit 30 at bat, 5 hit, 1 walk, just up 10 times. Zach Wheeler gave up 4. David Lee gave up 3. Shut up. I'll be back, fellas.